So the first one is the definition of entailment. Do you know, guys, about entailment? Don't know? It's okay. Don't worry, because I'm going to tell you about the definition of entailment. Entailment is a type of semantic relationship. It happens when the truth of one sentence automatically means that another sentence is also true. For example, if we say the president was assassinated, it must also be true that the president is dead. Entailment is based on meaning, not grammar or context. So the second one is historical background of entailment. The concept of entailment originally came from logic and philosophy. It was used to describe how one statement logically follows from another. Later, in the 1960s and 1970s, linguists started using it to study sentence meaning. Some key figures are Gottlob Frege, who focused on logic and meaning. After that, we have Alfred Tarski, who developed truth-based semantics, and last one is Noam Chomsky, who brought logical relations into language study.
So now, let's look at some key features of entailment. There are 4 key features. The first is truth-based relationship. The first features is that entailment is always about truth. It means if one sentence is true, the other one must also be true. For example, if the sentence she is married and the other sentence she has a husband must also be true. So, entailment shows a truth connection between sentences. The second feature is one-way implication, A into B. The second feature is that entailment goes only one way. Sentence A entails sentence B, but sentence B might not entail sentence A. Okay? For example, John is a father, entail John is a man, but the opposite isn't always true. Not every man is a father, right? The third key feature is context independent. Is that entailment doesn't depend on context. It's true because of meaning, not because of situation, emotion, or tone. So, even if you say it in different situation, the entailment relation doesn't change. The last key feature or the fourth is semantic, not syntactic. Entailment is based on semantic, not syntax. That means it's about meaning, not grammar, not sentence structure. Two sentences can look different, but their meaning are connected by through. They still show entailment.
I will explain how to use entailment. The first step is understanding meaning relation. Here we check how the meanings of two sentences are connection. For the example, the sentence, she is a doctor, entails she has a job. When the first statement is true, the second one must also be true. So, this step focuses on identifying this kind of connection. The second step is testing logical truth. This means checking whether statement B must be true if statement A is true. If A automatically leans to B, it shows a logical consistency between these two sentences. So, these two steps help us understand how entailment works in everyday language. Next, let's move to the third use of entailment, which is its application of linguistics. In this field, entailment is used to analyze sentence, meaning, translation, and discourse. It helps us understand how ideas in a text are linked and how one statement supports other. The fourth use is in technology, especially in AI. Entailment helps computer understand if two sentences mean the same thing or if they disagree. So, it makes the computer understand sentence more accurately.
For this slide, I will explain two real-life examples of entailment. First, from everyday life. Sentence A says, Rina finished eating lunch. If the sentence is true, then sentence B, Rina ate something, must also be true. This is because the meaning of finishing lunch includes the idea of she ate food. So A automatically makes B true. The second example is from the news. Sentence A says the volcano erupted. If this is true, then sentence B, there was a volcanic eruption, is also true. This shows that the meaning of the first sentence already contains the meaning of the second. So both examples show how entailment works in normal sentences we hear or read every day. So in this slide, we have two more examples from education and daily logic. In the first example, in the context of school, student passed the exam. If it is true, then sentence B, some student pass must be also be true. This happens because all already includes some, so A guarantees the truth of B. The second example is about daily logic. Sentence A says the baby is crying. If it is true, then sentence B, the baby is making a sound, is also true. This is because crying always involves sound. So again, the truth of A makes B automatically true. These examples have shown that entailment happens naturally in many simple sentences.